Rev your engines, folks, and welcome back to our traditional Saturday Moto News. I am Moto Maven, and I'm here to guide you through the most interesting and exciting happenings in the motorcycle world over the last week. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just a fan of two wheels, there's something here for everyone. So let's kickstart this and get right into it. Well, the first news for today, Suzuki's fresh chapter, begins with a blast from the past. Last year, Suzuki surprised us all by unveiling its new naked GSX-8S and the Tour Enduro V-Strom. Surprising? Definitely, and here's why. These two beauties are Suzuki's first completely new mid-size models in nearly a quarter of a century. That's right. The last time Suzuki combined a brand new chassis with a new engine was way back in 1999 with the SV650. An iconic model whose engine has been tweaked and polished over the years, but its roots are from pure 1999. But hang on, there's more. With Suzuki bowing out of MotoGP and halting their sport bike production, they've spotted a golden opportunity. The rise of medium-sized sport bikes with twin-cylinder engines, like the RS660 or R7, is a trend Suzuki is likely not to ignore. Surely Suzuki has a two-cylinder GSX-8R sports model up its sleeve, you might think, but hold your horses because the story might unfold into something even juicier. The folks at Cycle World have been eagle-eyed, spotting patents Suzuki registered between 2013 and 2017. In 2013, Suzuki introduced a concept with the name recursion that seems to be the precursor to today's naked GSX-80R, smaller, at 588cc, but with a turbocharger promising around 100 horsepower. Fast forward to 2015, in Tokyo they showcased a draft of a new engine called XE7, larger at 776cc, and the basis for what was finally released last year. But the plot thickens. Suzuki hasn't given up on turbocharged dreams. Recent patent filings show the brand is still playing with a turbo engine project. They've developed a fascinating design where the turbo and catalytic converters sit cheek to cheek, super close to the engine block. This promises quicker warm-up times and might mean less turbo lag. The new naturally aspirated mid-size Suzuki doesn't have a particularly striking top end, which hints that we might be in for a turbocharged treat in the near future. Here's the icing on the cake. These patents also hint at sport bike chassis options designed around these very turbo engines. The consensus among journalists? We might soon see two Suzuki sport bikes. The first based on the GSX-8S, clad in plastics and sporting the same non-turbo engine, aiming to give the likes of the R7 a run for its money. The second, a turbocharged version of the same engine that could stand toe-to-toe with traditional leader-class powerhouses. Reasonable. More like downright tantalizing. We'll be keeping our eyes peeled for more news from Suzuki's camp. Stay tuned. Okay, now, hold on tight. China's Zongshen mixes chopper and scooter in a wild mashup. Now brace yourselves for a piece of unusual news straight from China. The folks at Zongshen have done something most of us would think twice about. They've crossed a chopper with a scooter. Yes, you heard it right. A chopper and a scooter combined. I can almost hear the gasps. Have the Chinese lost their minds? Who would dream up such a concoction? But hold on. This isn't as far-fetched as it might sound. This idea isn't brand new. Remember who tried this quirky combo first? It was none other than the Japanese, with Honda leading the charge. Ever heard of the Honda Joker? Produced in both 50 and 90cc variants, it was quite the hit in the scooter world back in its day. But Zongshen, they've taken this a step further. Their creation, named the Yomi 125, genuinely mirrors the look of a chopper, but on a scooter scale. Under the hood, it houses a petite 124cc engine, churning out a zippy 8 horsepower. But don't let its modest motor fool you. This hybrid packs a punch with a variator, and it's a lightweight champ at just 113 kilograms. Here's where the motorcycle in this scooter chopper mashup really shines. It boasts a proper motorcycle rear wheel, complete with a swing arm and chain drive, and traditional foot pegs to boot. A peculiar blend indeed, but here's the kicker. This hybrid is turning heads without breaking the bank, sporting a price tag of just $1,350 in China. How regular can such a hybrid be? Time will tell. But for now, the Yomi 125 stands as a bold testament to Zongshen's daring innovation. Keep an eye out. This quirky blend of chopper and scooter might just start a trend. Okay, and now ride down memory lane. Kawasaki celebrates 70 years of revving hearts. Next up, we're shifting gears to talk about Kawasaki, a name that needs no introduction. This September, it's time for this legendary Japanese brand to roll out the red carpet as they celebrate a milestone that's as big as their bikes. Their 70th anniversary. Rewind to September 1953. That's when Kawasaki ignited its journey, launching its very first motorcycle engine, the Kei One. A humble single-cylinder start, the Kei One might not have set sales charts ablaze, but it marked the birth of a titan. Fast forward to 1966, and with an eye on the booming U.S. market, Kawasaki knew they had to shake things up. They started small, with a team of just 10 people, but their ambitions were colossal. They crafted machines that would soon become legends. The A1 Samurai 250, the H1 500 Mach 3, and let's not forget the showstopper, the Z1 900. Released in 1972, the Z1 900 was a superbike of its time, battling fiercely for the affections and hard-earned cash of riders against the iconic Honda CB 750. To mark this monumental anniversary, Kawasaki isn't just revving engines, they're rolling out the red carpet. They're preparing two grand exhibitions to honor their storied past. One will be nestled in the heart of Japan in Kobe, while the second will bring the celebration stateside to sunny California, USA. So, if you're a Kawasaki enthusiast or just a lover of motorcycle history, and you find yourself in the US or Japan, this is your heads up. Make some time to bask in the rich history of a brand that has spent 70 glorious years fueling our passion for two wheels. And the last news for today. Čezeta, a retro scooter brand, is looking for a new owner. Picture this, the 1950s, a time of rock and roll and timeless style. Emerging from this vibrant era was Čezeta, a Czechoslovak brand known for crafting all-metal scooters with a design so unique, it turned heads on every street. Fast forward a few decades and Čezeta found itself closing its doors, until a remarkable revival in 2018. That year, the brand rolled out the Type 506, an electric scooter model that took 5 years of blood, sweat, and gears to develop. It was more than just a scooter. It was a statement. With a premium finish that screamed class, a top speed of 120 km/h, 74 miles per hour, and a range that could stretch to 100 kilometers, 62 miles per charge, the Type 506 was truly in a league of its own. The catch? A pretty hefty price tag, ringing in at a cool 12,000 euros. But as we all know, 2020 brought an unwelcome visitor, COVID-19. With sales struggling to keep the wheels turning at Čezeta, the head of the company made a tough call. The brand, with all its iconic history, was to be put up for sale. This is where you come in, because this isn't just yesterday's news, it's a call to action. Will a passionate entrepreneur step in and save this iconic brand from becoming just a page in the history books? Time will tell, but here's to hoping this beloved brand finds a savior to keep its legacy rolling for years to come. That's a wrap on this week's motorcycle news. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Until next time, ride safe.